Let us try to solve the exercise number 1 in the part A of CMA lab. In this exercise, we are supposed to create a home page for the college website containing all the HTML5 tags. The tags include the article, aside, nav, header, footer, section, and figure. Also, the page must contain a hyperlink for courses, facilities, and contact details. When the user clicks on the course hyperlink, the page must display the course name offered by the college using unordered list. When the user clicks on the facility hyperlink, the page must display the facilities using the unordered list. And when the user clicks on the contact link, the page must display the phone number, email, and address using separate column with the respective heading. So what you notice over here is we are supposed to create a home page. That means we are supposed to create one page for the college website. So for the website, we are just creating one page, and this page will contain the hyperlinks for so many things. So let's go and let's create one page. And I'm going to use Visual Studio, that is Visual Studio Code, that is VS Code. For this particular exercise, you can freely download this VS Code. However, one thing you must understand is that when you try to download VS Code does not come with a lot of extension. You have to go here and you have to select appropriate extension, and then it will be of use to it. So I have like you have CSS peak and so on and so forth. I have used a lot of extension with the VS Code, and you are supposed to use the VS Code extension in order to get the best out of VS Code. Now let's start our exercise, and I'm going to start by clicking on the file, and I'm going to select a new folder. Even though you can create a workspace, but I'm going to go and I'm going to say I will open a new folder, and I'm going to go to the my documents. In my documents, what I have done is I have created within my documents, I have created one folder called as VS Code projects, and you can create in D drive or E drive or any other place you can create a folder, and within this folder I'm going to create one more folder just for a proper arrangement. So I'm going to call this one as the college website. You can call it anything else. So this is just a college website. I'm going to just double click on it, and this is the page I'm going to select. This is the folder I'm going to select. So you can select any folder, but just select one folder. Inside it, you keep all your files. So I'm going to just select this folder. When I select this folder, Visual Source, that is VS Code, will is going to show you that you have selected this particular folder. It's going to show you here. You can click on this one to hide it, or then click on the Explorer to show that thing. So this is the folder. Inside it, you can create a folder, so you can create files and so on and so forth. So just create everything in one folder. So to create a file, you can easily click on this plus sign, or to create a folder, you can click on here. So it will be created under this folder, or you can go to manually, you can go and then say new file. I'm going to just click here, new file, and it's going to ask you for the name of the file. The same thing is true if you click on this plus sign. It's going to ask you for the name of the file. However, the difference here is when you click on this plus sign, it will not show you a dialog box. So you can straight away you can type it here, or when you click on this new file here, it's going to show you a different dialog box, and it is going to ask you to create a file. But let me just click on this one, which is the easiest one. Just click on the plus sign near here, and then type, I'm going to type the name as index.html. So I'm going to create a file called index.html. Press enter. The file will be created for you. So to get the boilerplate code for your HTML, you have to have an extension. I already have an extension that's going to do the magic for me. So I'm going to just go here and I'm going to just type HTML. You will get a lot of extensions. So I'm going to just select HTML5 and then press enter. It will add the boilerplate code for me. So I'm going to say this one as my home page. Okay, just I'm going to create a home page here. I'm going to add a title. Now the way in which I'm going to create my page is based on this idea. So I'm going to have a header here. Right at the top I'm going to create a header. Inside this header I'm going to create a navigation bar, and I will have the main section containing the section and a side tag. And within the section, I'm going to create multiple articles for different links. And I have a side tag which is there on the other side. And finally, I will end up with a footer. This is what I'm going to create in my web page. So let me go here and let's start with the header. Now I'm going to just say header. So you can in Visual Studio, you can with the extension VS Code extension, you can directly type header and press enter. It's going to add the header for you. And the header, I'm going to use h2 tag here, and I'm going to use the name of the college. I've already typed and kept the name of the college ready with me, so I'm going to just copy paste it. So Control C and Control V, and I have the college name. And again, I'm going to use h3 tag here, and I'm going to add the address of the college here. So I'm going to add this part. So this with this I have two things done. Then I'm going to add a navigation. So this is going to be my heading part, and I'm going to add the navigation inside it. So the navigation, you know very well, you are going to type nav, and I'm going to use the unordered list for my navigation. So I'm going to just type ul and press enter. And within this, I'm going to create the list element. So I will start with the first tag. Now first tag, I'm going to take this one as the home. That is the first part. Then I'm going to use li, and you know very well, you are supposed to create the tags for courses, facilities, and contact details. So I'm going to say the second one is my uh, courses, and so on. Okay, now what we want here is not just the tag, that is the I just don't want the names here. What I want is the hyperlink. So what I'm going to do here is just by adding the text, it is not going to work. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start with the anchor tag. I'm going to just press A and press enter. And within this anchor tag, I'm going to write this one as home tag. So I will have a hyperlink tag rather than just a list element. For the same thing I'm going to do over here is I'm going to start with the anchor tag, and then I'm going to say course, okay, and maybe courses, and then I'm going to use li, and then again a tag, and within that tag I'm going to say facilities, facilities, and finally I will have li for my, again I'm going to use a tag and my contact. Okay, you can just say contact. That's enough, I suppose. So this is how it's going to look like. So this is what we have it. Now if you want to see the preview, again I have installed a extension that will show me a live option. Okay, so I have only once you have the extension you will get this kind of option, otherwise you won't get the option directly. So you have to have the appropriate extension with you. So I'm going to just click on the open with the live server. It's going to open up the live server, and it is going to show me the output in the live server. Now once I get the output, let me show you. This is not the output, this is how the final output is going to come. So what I have here is, this is the one that I'm currently working. Let me go back to the previous one. So what I have here is the header section, and within the header section I have the heading, and then I'm going to get the navigation bar here, and then I have the whole main part. Within that main part I have the section part and the aside part. And at the bottom, I'm going to have the footer that I will use it later. Now, what I have just created is this one, the name of the college in H2 and the address, and I have the links that are created in the navigation bar. Let me go ahead and let me add the other part. I'm going to start the main body here. And within this main part, I have two things. One is my section. Okay, and I have the aside tag. So I'm going to use two things over here. So this is what I'm going to create. The first part I have just created. So this part I have created. Now I'm going to create a one section here. So this is the section that I have created, and one aside. This is what I'm going to create it. And below this I have the footer. So this is going to come outside the main. So this is going to be my main, and this is going to come outside. The footer is going to come outside the main here. So I'm going to go over here, and after this main, let me remove a few spaces here. So after this main, so before this body, after this main, I'm going to use the, not do that, the footer. So this will be my footer. Let's fill each and every part one after the other. Now this main part, if you notice over here, the main part will contain many articles. So I'm going to start with the first article. So let's start one after the other. Let's start the article. I'm going to go with the VS Code, and I'm going to start with the article. So I will press an article, and the article is the first one that I'm going to use is the H2 tag, and I'm going to say welcome, and I'm going to write some details regarding the college. You can use the paragraph tag to write something about your college. So like, my college is situated in Udupi district, in Mangalore district, or near so on and so forth. The college has a lot of spaces with the buildings and the good infrastructure and so on and so forth. And college was founded by someone. You can type one, 3 lines of text is enough, not more than that. Don't type too many things. So because you need to save time for the second program. This is part A program, and during the examination you need some time even for the part B. So just I've typed say 3 lines of code. This is how it's going to look like. We'll just save it, and just going to give you a preview, and this is what it's going to say, welcome, and you have something inside it. And let me put the one article is there. So let me put let me just put one article here, and I'm going to go to the aside tab, and I'm going to get this aside part. So this aside part will contain the notices. The If you see the preview here, let me go here and show you the preview. It contains notices like some competition, some events, something will be there. So let me go here to the aside tag, and in the aside tag, again, I am going to use the link here to create unordered link to create the details. So let me use H4 first, and I'm going to say notices. Okay, and then I'm going to use the unordered list UL, and finally I will use LI, and I'm going to say some competition like ASA competition. Okay. Competition. Okay. And I'm going to just copy paste it 3 times. So maybe 3 notices are there, just to make somebody feels that there are 3 notices are there. Then you have dance competition, you have Rangoli competition, or something like this. Rangoli computation and something. Okay, you have a few computations there that is going to come. Now if you look at the preview, this is how it's going to look like, one below the other. So this is your section part is here. So this is your section part, and you have the aside part. Now let's bring some action into the other part. Let me complete the footer also. Let me go to the footer, and I'm going to fill the footer. And what you have in the footer, I'm going to use one div tag for my footer, and I'm going to say copyright. That's all. So how do you get the copy is you use the ampersand and copy, just control space, type control space, and you are going to get it. So you just say copy, you get the option, and I'm going to use the copy, this one, copyright. Okay, this is going to create the copyright symbol for you. So at the bottom you can see it here. If you go down, you're going to see it here. That is I don't know whether you'll be able to see it. So this is the copyright symbol that you are going to get it. So let me zoom out. So this is going to be 100%. Let me get it in the 100%. So this is how it's going to look like. Maybe 110 will be enough for me. Okay, so this is how the things is going to look like. So once you have the copyright with you, let me write the whole sentence there. Copyright at maybe say you can give the idea as copyright 2010, let's say. Yeah. By the Ajarkad College, say GFGC Ajarkad. I'm going to just say GFGC Government Women's First Grade College. Let's say GWFC and Ajarkad. Okay. So let me type Ajarkad. Okay. So that is done. So if I just save it, and if you see the output, this is how it's going to like. Now let's bring everything into action. I'm going to get the things properly. So let's add some styles to our project. So let me go with the CSS part. I'm going to go slightly up here. And in my heading part that I have it here, in my header, I'm going to add the style here. I'm going to say style and press enter. So I have this style. Let me style the header first. So I'm going to do this with the header. So if you look at here, so I'm going to put this header part, which is right at the top. So this is the one that I'm going to use it. So this, I'm going to get this header part first in action, and then the other part. So let's start with the header, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to use the style. So my tag here, that the tag that I'm using is the header tag. So I'm going to start the style with the header tag. So I'm going to say header, header, and let me put the tag here. Let me first align it in the center. So I'm going to say text align center. So if you now look at the output here, it is all are arranged in the center. So let me go here, and let me show you the things. This is at the center now. Let's go ahead and let's do the other part. Now I have it in the center now, and let me fill it with the color so that you can see the appealing style there. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say background color. So let's say background color, and let's say one blue color is there. So if you look at here, this is how it's going to look like. You have some color there, and let me make it put a radius for the border. So I'm going to say border radius. Okay. So border radius 6 pixel, let's say 6 pixel. And if you look at this now, the border is now, if you look at here, this is curved here, and everywhere the things are curved. So border radius I put, and maybe I can even set some color maybe dark color for the border itself. So I'm going to say border, and I will say maybe 2 pixel border with say solid border, and with some color, let's say dark blue color. So I will set this one. So now you see a border. You can see the border that is appearing here. So you can see that border. Now also let me change the foreground color. So I'm going to just say color, and I will make it as say golden color. So gold. If you now look at here, this is how it's going to look like. And if it is required, so you can also add some padding now at the top side, so that it's going to appear slightly down. Now I feel like not really required, but if at all you feel like it should come at the top, you can put that thing. But I am happy with it. If it is going slightly above, I'm going to fix it there. So this is how it's going to look like. Now the next one is I want to change these things. They are coming one below the other. I will set them one after the other. So from the vertical to the horizontal. To achieve that, we have to change the navigation. And if you look at here, the navigation that you have here, navigation contains the unordered list. So this is what I'm going to use it. So navigation contains this navigation contains unordered list. I'm going to set that because you have an unordered list somewhere else also. So I will not start directly for the unordered list. I'm going to say there is a navigation, and this contains an unordered list, and I want to set some style for this. First of all, I don't want it to show the, where is it gone? I don't want to show this dots there. So this bulleted list, I don't want to show a bulleted list there. So how do I change the bulleted list? I'm going to say display, that is a list style. So list style type, and I'm going to say this is none. So when I do this display style is none, what is it going to do? If you notice over here, there was bulleted list was there. Here it is not there. I removed this bulleted list. Next thing that you can do is you can put all of them at the center, which is I think it is already at the center. Now I want to show align it. If it is not aligned properly, I want to align it at the center. Now it is already there at the center. If it not, I can align it at the center. Now I'm going to go and touch the individual items which are there. Now they are coming one below the other. I want to change their orientation. How do I do that thing? So again, if you notice here, you have the navigation. Inside this navigation, you have list items. So I'm going to touch the list items which are inside the navigation. So how do I do that thing is I'm going to go here, and again I'm going to say nav, and I'm going to say list item. So list items which are, in other words, list items which are inside the navigation. I'm going to touch only them. So what is that I can think of doing is I'm going to if you look at here, if you want to change them, you will not be able to change anything on this particular thing. Now if you look at any properties which are available here, you can't make any changes. Only thing is you can set the padding and other thing. Now the question is, how do you get them in this order? How do you change their order? Now to change their order, you have to go to the UL only, and I'm going to say display of this one. So let me say display, and I'm going to make it as flex display. Okay, flexible display. Now if you look at this one, you will notice that it is going to immediately change. Now even though you cannot do anything with the element, the individual element, you can always do something with the UL and make it happen. Now the problem with the UL is they're not coming at the center. So if it is not coming at the center, I can go here and I can say that justify my content at the center. So this is how it's going to appear. So if you look at this one now, it's going to justify at the center. Now what you notice here is there is no spaces in between them. So this spaces you can't add it in a UL. So UL can't add it. For that you have to go with the individual element, list element, and you can add the padding or margin or anything. I'm going to add the padding on the left hand side as 5 pixel and also padding on the right hand side. So I'm going to just add the padding, equal padding on the two sides. Now you may say that why don't you add the padding of 10 pixel on one side? Remember, I want the spaces here. Now I'm doing it purposely. So you can actually, if you say this one, suppose if you say here, I'm going to just put 15 pixel and I'm going to just cut this one and save it. You're going to achieve the same result, the spaces in between. But I don't want that thing to happen. There is a reason behind it. I will tell you when I give you the hover effect on that, because I've done it. I know what has to be done there. So when you have the padding of a 5 pixel, you can notice that there is a space here. If you want, you can increase the padding also. So it's up to you to make it as a 20 pixel or 15 pixel, anything. You can make it as a, say, 20 pixel to make it appear still border. So if you want, you can do that thing. So if you go here and if you look at here, it is still spread across. Okay, so if you want, it's up to you. Now I want a separator in between. So a separator between all these things. How do you get this separator? Now in near your enter sign, you have this pipe symbol, pipe followed by backslash. So this key is available near your enter sign, that is the pipe symbol. I'm going to use that a key for separation. So what I'm going to do is I will go to this list element here and I'm going to add one more list element, and here I'm going to use that pipe symbol. Remember, this is the symbol that I'm getting from your keyboard. You know where is your enter sign. Near that enter sign you will find a key with this kind of key with this symbol and maybe a backslash symbol. So generally you get that key. Use that for separation. So I'm going to use this Control C and I will press enter, Control V and Control V here. So 3 places I'm going to put them in 3 places so that it's going to appear. Where is the output? So it's going to appear here. You can see that it's going to appear here, it's going to appear here, it's going to appear here. So at the 3 different places you will notice it is appearing there. So this being done, now let's give some style to the effect. So when I click when I move my mouse on top of it, I won't see any effect there. So how do I get that effect? Let me go to the navigation and I'm going to use nav here, and nav has the list element, and when I hover over them, so when I hover over this list, I will just change the background color. You see the effect of changing the background color. So let's use some color. So some fancy color, I'm just using it just so that you can see the effect. So if I see the output now, you notice that when I hover over, you can see the background color being changed. So you see a very good effect when you move around between these content. So this is how you create the menu. Now let's go to the main section. Now if you notice that the main section, if you observe here, so I want this part, that is where is this part, welcome part, to come here, and I want these notices and other things. This part I want it here to appear here. So I want them to be floated. How do you float them? Is you know very well, you make a flex box. So let's go to the main section here. If you notice here, main contains one section with the article, and you have other aside there are two parts are there in the main. So there are two pieces are there in the main. One is this welcome part, the other one is the aside part. I want that aside to come on the other side. So let's go and let's fix this main. Now I'm going to go here to my style, and I'm going to say in the style I'm going to say main. Okay, I'm going to just say main, and you can set the main. Let me press enter. Where is that enter gone? Okay, so let me type this main, and I want to show the display. So where is the display as flex? Okay, so let me save it. I'm pressing Control S every now and then to save the content. So you notice that now, because of this flex effect, you notice that main one part is here, the other part is on the other side. Now only thing is we have to make some adjustments so that it looks great. So first of all, let's put a color, background color, and maybe a border for that. So let's do that part. So I'm going to go to the this one, and I'm going to say background color. So let's say background color, and best use some light color. Say let's medium blue or medium anything. So this color, I think I feel like okay, some color. I just randomly selected some color. Let's look at the effect. You have this color getting it here, and maybe I'm going to add one more border radius for that, so that it looks great. So I'm going to say border radius again, maybe 2 pixel, or something like a 5 pixel, 6 pixel, anything. Yeah, I'm going to just use, okay, 6 pixel. Okay, so let me take that. So let's look at the action now. So we have the, if you notice here, the side of it, it is, the radius is curved. So radius is curved, you can notice that. And maybe you, if you want, you can also add the border itself. So I'm going to say border, and maybe 2 pixel solid, and one color. Say let's say again I'm going to use because I used dark blue last time, I'm going to use the same dark blue color. And you notice there is a border now, dark blue color border. You can see that there is this dark blue color border that is appearing there. And maybe because this welcome is actually touching, if you notice this welcome is touching this border, I'm going to add a left padding for that thing. So I'm going to say padding left, and maybe say 5 pixel or 10 pixel or something like that, so that it just goes slightly on the other side. So you notice that there is small gap here, so 5 pixels, so that it's not going to touch the border. Okay, that being done, now if you notice that this is not appearing, this particular part here, it's taking very small space there. So I need to adjust the spaces. So I'm going to adjust the space of this section, so that the section will come slightly this side. So it is actually coming here. So let me slightly increase its size. So how am I going to do that thing? So I will go here, and inside this main, if you look at here, inside this main, there is this section. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to say main, and inside this main I have this section, and let me do something with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say the flex size for this one is let's say just flex is at the 2 times larger than the other one. So 2:1 is the ratio for that. So if I go here, and if you notice that there is now spaces that is added over here, and you will be able to see the effect. So if you want, you can even add the right padding, but I think that is enough. Let me add this. Let me bring this one in the center. So let me go here, and let me get this footer in action. So let me go to the footer. This is my footer, you know very well, footer, and I'm going to align the text. That's all. I'm going to say text align, align center. That's it. There's nothing much you can do with that. So if you look at this one in action, so this is there at the center. Now we need one image for our website, because they said you have to add this where is this figure tag. Remember, figure is now deprecated, it is depreciated, and you are not supposed to use figure, rather than you use image itself, but they said exclusively use a figure. I'm going to use the figure. Let me go here, and I have downloaded a college image. It will be there available in your computers, that is in your desktop. It will be available, and it will be made available even during the examination. So I have one college image. I'm going to just copy this college image, and I'm going to paste it inside the college website here. So if you go to the Visual Studio now, and if you click on this Explorer, you click on this Explorer here, you will notice that there is college JPEG images there. So this image, I'm going to add it in my page. So I have this article here, and in this article, after this paragraph, let me put a figure. So when you put the figure, you just say figure tag. So you just type figure, okay, and press enter. Inside this, I'm going to use the image tag. Now you are supposed to use the image tag itself. So if you want to get the help, you can press Control and space. So on your keyboard, just type CTRL plus space. You will get the option there. So just press escape, and let me go over here and Control space, and I'm going to select a college JPEG as my image. So that's the image, and I'm going to use the alternative text as a college photo. College photo as alternative text. Also, I'm going to use a caption for my figure. So I'm going to just say a fig caption. So fig caption, and I'm going to say college photo. Again, same thing, college photo. So if I save it, and if you look at this one, how is it going to appear? Not if you notice down here, you will notice that this is college photo. It has come here. Now I'm going to just center this caption itself. How do you center this caption? Again, let me go to the style here, and I'm going to set the style for the figure. Again, I'm not going to make the life complicated, so I'm going to just say figure, and I'm going to say text align. So this is same thing, text align, and I'm going to say center. That's it. If you look at the action now, it's going to be at the center. So it has appeared at the center. So this is how your site will look like. Now I need the additional things. This is the first part. So this is the first part you have done with the college website containing detail. Now when you click on the course hyperlink, you are supposed to display the course names. Let me go here, and I have one article. So this is my one article that I have created. Let me add the second article. So I'm going to press here, and within the same section, within this section itself, I'm going to add the second article. So the second article that I'm going to use is article. And what is the second article? Second article is meant for the what is this course names which are there in the colleges. So let's add the course names. So what are the course names which are available? Now if you look at the where is this thing, course name must come in the ordered list. So first thing is it must come in the ordered list. So let's let me put a heading here. I'm going to use a H4 for my heading, and I'm going to say courses, or courses offered. COUR, courses offered. Okay. And let's put the ordered list. What they have said here is, if you look at where is this gone? Okay, the ordered list. So let's put the ordered list. How do you get this ordered list? OL is for ordered list, and let's start with the individual list. Now, what I'm going to do is in our college we have the different PG and UG courses. So I'm going to use H5 here, and I'm going to say UG courses, and then I'm going to use the ordered list. Just one extra thing, UG courses. Now, if you look at the output here, I think I have to save it first. We save it and just say the preview. You get this UG courses. You get this UG courses, and let me get the ordered list now. So let's get the ordered list. So the list element, UG course that we have here is BA, and what you have BBA, then I have BCA, BCA. What else you have after BCA? What is this? It is doing. Then I have one more list element. What you have BCom. Then maybe BSc. That's enough for. Okay, done. BSc. So let me remove the extra spaces there. Let me have one more courses. I'm going to just copy paste it rather than typing it again and again. Control C, and I'm going to just paste it. This is UG course, then this is PG course, and what you have is MA, and you don't have anything. We don't have the other courses there, so I'm going to go with the MCom, and maybe you can see when you get this menu here, if you want to get rid of it, just press escape key on your keyboard. If you press escape key, it's going to go. Again, we have MSc here. So these are the courses that we have. If you look at here, you have the courses offered, and you get this courses one after the other. You get a lot of courses. So with this, my course part is over. So this is one part that I have done. So course part is done. Let me put one more article for the facilities. So I'm going to use the article tag. So article, I'm going to press enter. Article, this is the next article, and the next article, if you look at here, this is what I'm going to do. So first one is for the first main part, then this is for the course, this is for the facilities, and the other last one is for the contact. So this is how I'm going to try. So I have this article, and let's look at the article for the facilities. Now in the facilities, you are supposed to describe the facilities in the unordered list. So let's start with the facility, and I'm going to use H4 as my tag, and I'm going to say facilities, okay, facilities, and this is unordered list. So I'm going to press a UL, and I'm going to use the list element. And what are the facilities? So you have a library, okay, you have laboratories, laboratory, okay, laboratory, and you have sports facilities. So all colleges will have sports facilities. Maybe what else you have? You have canteen. So cafeteria. Okay, so then what else? Yoga center. So yoga center, and so on. Okay, you can have many facilities. Control yes, and if you look at here, this is how it's going to look like. You have the facilities with all the facilities on the same page. So because they said it is on a home page, so this is if you look at here, it is a home page. I'm forced to use it on the same page. If they say that many pages, then I would have done it for many pages, but because it's a home page, I am forced to make this slightly cluttered. Let's go to the last one. And what is that last one? They said is where is the question? Last one is show the phone number, email, and address on separate column. I'm going to use one more article for this one. So I will select an article and I'm going to use a table. Okay, I'm going to use a table and I will create the first row. In the first row, I need the header. So this th for the table header. And what is the things that they are asking us? So they are asking us to show the phone number, email, and address. So let me start with the phone number. Phone number. That's the first heading. And then let's go with the second one, email. And the last one is the address. Get done. So this is the one row. If you just save it and if you look at here, this is how it's going to look like. You have it. Now you don't see it like a column. Let me put, I will not use the style sheet. This is the easiest way. However, these are deprecated. You're not supposed to use it. Let me put the border as a 1. So let me say this border as 1 and you see this border 1. Also, I'm going to say align and I'm going to say align center. So align center. Okay, so let me say align center and it is aligned at the center. Let me use one more tr and let's say we have tr and I'm going to use td and I'm going to say phone number 12345678990. So that is the phone number of the college. If you look at the output, this is how it's going to look like. Let's start with the email address. Let's start with one more TD. I'm going to go with the TD and press enter. And what is this email address? So email address, I'm going to use a hyperlink here and a link, and I'm going to say mail to a colon, and let's say principal at where is this gwfc.edu.in. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like. So let me, so if you look at the output of this, if I save and look at the output there, you're going to get well, you've not got anything here because I have not added the text here. So same thing, I'm going to type it here, principal at on this one, because it's going to be a hyperlink, so somebody can click on it and then get the things. Then that's why I've added a hyperlink here. So the hyperlink containing the address. So if you look at here, this is going to be a hyperlink. Somebody can click here and automatically it's going to start the default mail client for the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put one more TD here. So let me go to the end and press enter. One more TD, and this TD is for the address. I already have this address with me, and I'm going to just copy paste this address. Control C and let me paste it here. Let me press enter and then paste it here. Maybe I can put one break here after this PG Studies Center. Let me put a BR here, break tag, and let's look at this one, and I will just okay. So this is how it's going to look like when you, if you look at here, this is how it's going to look like. So you have all the three things done. So I'm going to now give the IDs for all my articles. So the first articles that I have typed here. So this is the articles that whatever articles I am typing here. One article I am going to give the ID. So the first ID I am going to give is home for the first article. Second article, I'm going to go down, and the second article is for the courses. So I'm going to give the ID as courses. The next article that I have typed here is the facility. So I'm going to, I don't want Microsoft references for that. So I'm going to add the ID as facilities, TIES. So let me see whether I've typed. Okay, facilities. And the last one is The ID that I'm going to use is the contact. You can use anything. Now this IDs has to be linked with the link which is available here at the top. I have created these links. If you notice here, I have created these links. I have to connect them. So let me go up right at the top. I'm going to go and right at the top, I'm going to search for the link. So I have this home course facility contact. These are there. For that, I'm going to add the link. So I'm going to say hash because it is in the same page. I'm going to use the hash and I'm going to say home. What is this? A hash home is the link for this ID. So that is the link. Similarly, I will use the second one is my courses. So I'm going to use a hash courses. So all the IDs that I have done, so that is hash courses. Next thing, next tag that I've used is facilities. So I'm going to use the tag for facilities. So hash and facilities. In the same way, the last ID that I've created is the contact. So I'm going to say hash contact. So let me go up and then say hash contact. Let me save it and let's see the effect now. When you click on this courses, you will see it's going to go to the courses. If you go back and if you say click on the contacts, it's going to come in the contact. Now the problem is the courses, the facility and the contact, everything is coming in one page. So you may not find a subtle change there. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add small height for my section there. So I'm going to say the section that I have just created. What are these? All these articles that I have created. So you can have a height for this article. So let's go here and the art. Let's go to the tag here. So this I created this main section and then I can say within this main section I can create the for my article. Let's say the article. Let's say if you have this article, you can say height of this particular article. Let's say height of this particular article is a very large. You can say that you can say slightly large one. Maybe let's say some 100 pixel. Let's say I'm going to just set that one. Let me save this one and let's see what is the effect. Now if you notice that this is going to be slightly more, I need to set it to slightly down. Maybe I can, if you notice that 100 pixel everything is coming upside and down and other things. So let me set it as a so because you know very well this is a 800 pixel. Let me put as 800 pixel. Now this is going to be too much, but let's put it for our understanding. So you notice that one is here, other one is here, other one is here. So all together, what you have given is 800 pixel as the one box, very large. The reason why I've done is I purposely done it so that when I click on the courses, only courses will appear. So if I click back, when I click on facility, only facility will appear. So I give very large number there for the article so that they are going to come here. Now one mistake that I will see here is I have not put a header for it. Let me, sorry for that. Let me put that header. So just I missed that header there. So where is my table that I've just created? This table, before I create this table, the table that you see here, I need one header. So before this thing, I'm going to put H4 and not H1. I don't want the H1, not such a large one, H4. And I'm going to say contact us. So this is how it's going to look like. So you see contact us. So it looks a bit easy. No, it looks when you when you present something to the user, you must show it in a neat way. So now you have all the effect there. Let's go here. So I can click on home and I get this home page and I can click on this courses. I can see the courses I can click on facilities, you can see the facility, and I can click on contact, you can see the contact. Everything is uh, coming properly. Now, if you want, you can maybe you can. I don't think so. Anything else is required because because this is a 8 marks question. I feel like that much is enough for you to fetch 8 marks, and I'm not going to make it stale styling. Now, if at all you want to make it style, you can put a border for this nav itself. Now, that is not something, remember, you just stop it here and don't waste your time, because this is the exercise number part A, and you have part B question also. But just to make it highlighted, I'm going to put a border for the nav. If you look at the one that I've shown here, nav, you can have a border. So how do you go and do it? Definitely you have to do it in the style sheet. So let's go here. And where is this? My nav is there, so I don't have anything. So for the nav, you can after also you can create it here also. For the nav, you can just give a background color. Okay, background color, and maybe you can say some dark color, dark gray, let's say. If you look at this one, this is how it's going to look like. You will get this dark gray. Now I can reduce the size of this thing there. So I can reduce the size of my heading. And how do I do that thing? I will go to the header section. Now I already have this main, where is this main, not this header. And I can give a height for that particular thing. I can say height is say 125 or 127, whatever. You just see the trial and error and just see. So this facility, you notice that it is coming 127. I calculated it before, so that I know that it's going to touch there. So you have, if you know, if you are wondering how on earth that I fixed it so easily, is because when I did this first one, I have set it there. So you see it is coming here. So now it looks like a heading. So this is what I wanted to achieve. You have a navigation bar, you have a header, you have section, article, and a side, and this one. So if you look at here, everything has been done. So let's look at the question and let's try to wind up. So in the question, we were asked to use the article, aside, header, footer, section. We have already used all of them. Figure, we have used them. And what else they said? When you are using the course, you're supposed to show the courses offered, names of the courses in ordered list. So when I click on this courses, I get the ordered list of the courses. That is done. When I click on the next one, what they said is you have to describe the facilities using the unordered list. So if I click on the facilities, I get the unordered list done. Then the last thing that they said is we are supposed to show the phone number, email, and addresses in a separate column with the respective heading. So if I click on this one, you are able to see that thing. And we also have the notices which are being shown over here. I think my spelling of Rangoli is wrong. Let me just fix that. Rangoli, where is this Rangoli gone? I think Rangoli is there at the bottom. So where is this Rangoli? Okay, Rangoli competition. So let's see, Rangoli, it is coming. Okay, Rangoli competition, it is coming there. Okay, so you have everything done. So this is how it's going to look like. Now the other part is the first part, and that is you are supposed to create a home page, and we have created only one page without anything. So that's all in this class. We will meet again in the other class. Thank you for your interest. We will meet again.